In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to book a manual job, and that just means a job that's not related to an incoming call. So you can do that by clicking book a manual job, or this section right here. You can click this right here as well, and that'll pull up a call screen for you. And each call screen will be in its own little bubble. So if I wanted to add another one, I have a second bubble, and I can change in between the two. But we'll just keep one on there for now. So I'll click this X, and it'll ask if I'm sure I want to close it, and then I'll click yes. And then we'll go back to our call screen. So for the purpose of the video, we'll be using the profile that's called No Account Numbers. I created this profile because there's no way to text somebody who isn't a current customer or who we don't have an account for. So I just use this account to add those numbers to. That way I can send a message if I need to. And for the job, this is where you're going to enter all of the information. So we'll have to have the address for the profile selected. And then for job type, we have a bunch of different options here. And sometimes it can be kind of difficult to pick one depending on what the customer's saying, but the more questions you ask, the easier it is. But if you're not sure, you can always just click inspection, and somebody else can listen to the call, or you can add as many notes as possible, and the technician can learn more when he gets there. For business unit, it's pretty much always going to be irrigation repair. And for marketing campaign, we do have several options here as well. We have a few different tracking numbers. So that means we'll look at LSA. This is our Google number. So if somebody calls from our Google page, that'll be a different number than our main number. So for the job, we're just going to go ahead and click main number. And that'll usually go ahead and be automatically entered with an incoming call. You'll be able to see that as well. And we'll show you that on another video. And for the start date, today is the 1st. We can go ahead and click today. And then the arrival window, we're mostly just going to be using 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And we'll just go ahead and click 8 to 1 for the video. And you can see it says this job is being booked in the past, which is fine. But I'm going to go ahead and just change it to the 2nd just so we clear that out. And then you'll select the technician. We'll just do Damon since he's the first one up there. And right here it says Schedule Assistant. This is a tool that we don't really use at the moment. It's supposed to, help you schedule things, but we don't really use it. So you can just ignore that. And then you have the summary. The way that I like to format this is by putting the availability, the job, and notes. So an example for the availability, I also like to go ahead and make all of those bold, that way they stick out a little bit more. For the availability, this can be, we have the time window set to 8 to 1, and the customer said they need to leave by 2. So just in case we happen to be running late, that is really good information to have, so we know that they need to leave by 2 o'clock. And then for the job, this is just where you'll give more details. So since we put inspection, we can just say they want everything checked out. And for notes, this can be really useful for lots of different reasons, just kind of what you think is good information for the technician to have. A lot of times I'll use this if the customer requests a call whenever they're on their way. They do get a text, but sometimes they want a call as well. So you put needs call when on the way. And this is just the way that I like to format the job summary. That way it's easy for us agents to see, it's easy for the dispatcher to see, and the technicians as well. And then we have send booking confirmation. I'm going to go ahead and uncheck this just because I have some random numbers attached to the profile and I don't want them to get the booking confirmation for this appointment. But usually you can leave that checked. And then we're going to leave require customer signature on invoices for this job checked. And then we also have some tags here. And these can be super useful as well. If it's a warranty, we can tag it as a warranty. If they mention that they have a dog, there's a tag for that as well. Or if they have a gate code. Or we have this move sooner tag. And that's for anybody who wants to move sooner. You know, we'll tell them that we have them on our urgency list and we'll let them know if anything opens up sooner than their scheduled appointment. And then we can tag it. That way it's easy for the dispatcher to see that. But we'll go ahead and delete these. And then once you have all the information filled out and the address highlighted, you can go ahead and click Book Job. And it takes a second to fully load, but once it gets there, you can see the whole job page. You can see all of the contact information. These are just some random numbers right here that I have on there. You can see the job summary, you can see the appointment, and all of the job history as well. And just some of the basic information. So the priority is low just because it's an inspection. And you can see the campaign and the invoice right here as well. But we'll go over some more details of the job page on another video. But that is how you book a manual call.